Dear students, let us have a quick recap of the previous concepts. That is, when electric dipole in a uniform electric field. When electric dipole is kept in a uniform electric field, what happens? So let us recall the previous concepts. Now, uniform electric field is a field which is shown by parallel lines. The arrowhead shows the direction of electric field, and uniform electric field means at every point of this field the value of E and direction are same, and electric field intensity is nothing but the rate of force on 1 coulomb charge, or for Q charge force will be Q into E. For minus Q charge, force will be minus Q into E. So here the force is parallel to the field. Here the force is anti-parallel to the field. Now another concept we have to recall is about the electric dipole. So electric dipole is a system of two equal and opposite charges, equal in magnitude QQ and opposite in nature plus minus, separated by a distance A. Now we identify electric dipoles by their dipole moment, and dipole moment P is given by magnitude of either of these two charges QQ, either of the two, multiplied by the separation, and the direction of the A vector. A vector is taken along the direction of P. Now this is the direction of P, it means, and we have taken it as origin. It has origin. This is another point A, B. A, suppose a charge is kept here. So now these two charges, minus Q and plus Q charge, they are separated by a distance A. Now this system can be thought as a dumbbell fastened by or tied by a small invisible bond. So this is a dumbbell type. These are the two balls, and this is a rod which is holding these two balls. So these two charges are acting as a dumbbell. We cannot free plus charge or minus charge from this system. This is a system, and its dipole moment is Q into A, pointing from minus Q to plus Q charge. The direction of this potential, the electric dipole moment. Electric dipole moment. So in any case, these two charges cannot be freed. We cannot think of free existence of these two charges. They are tied by a small rod-like thing. So this is a system. We cannot separate these two charges. So this is an electric dipole. Now such a dipole is kept in electric field. So let us put here a dipole. Now let me plot another diagram for a clear view. So this is the direction of electric field. This is the direction of electric field. Now a dipole is put here. Now this is center of the dipole. Suppose this is A point, this is B point. minus q charge is kept here, plus q charge is kept here. So naturally the direction of dipole moment will be along this direction, making an angle theta with the electric field. This is electric field direction and this is theta direction. This is p direction, this is direction of p, this is direction of e, direction of p, direction of e, and this is theta angle between these two. Now recall the force on this positive charge will be along this direction. F is equal to q into E. Recall this. And force on this minus q charge will be anti-parallel to the field, QE. So now this is the direction of dipole moment. This is the direction of electric field. Now this is minus q charge, this is plus q charge, this is center of the dipole. QE force is acting along this direction. QE force is acting along this direction. QE force is acting along this direction. Now this is a perpendicular drawn here. This is A. This is theta angle. So this will be theta angle. Now this distance, let us call it, this is A. This is B, this is O, this is N. So BN distance, this is the perpendicular. This is base. So perpendicular BN upon the hypotenuse AB, this is hypotenuse. That is sine of theta angle, because theta angle there. So BN comes out to be AB sine theta. So AB is A sine theta. This AB is A. This is having magnitude A. So BN is this one. This is the perpendicular distance. Now the force is acting. This force is acting along this direction. This force is acting along this direction. The distance between them, D, is A sine theta. Two forces are acting. One is along this direction, QE. One is along this direction, QE. The distance between them, D, is A sine theta. Distance between the line of action of these two forces, anti-parallel forces. So these two anti-parallel forces will form a couple equal and opposite forces. Here the forces are equal, QE. The magnitude is equal. Magnitude of force is equal. And they are opposite also. Opposite. One is acting left to rightwards. Another is acting right to leftwards. So this is a couple of forces. Now this couple of forces will try to rotate this dipole. There will be no linear motion but rotate, because recall that these are the two charges, they cannot be separated. So what will happen? Now this dumbbell like shape will try to rotate. So if there is rotation, then there will be torque. So torque is nothing but R perpendicular into F in magnitude. So R perpendicular is D. This is R perpendicular, distance between the two forces, that is this one, A sine theta and F is QE. This F is equal to QE in magnitude. So the tau comes out to be A sine theta QE. Now Q into A magnitude A of P. Now this is P. Now E, Q into A is P. This is E and sine theta. So this is P E sine theta. This is P E sine theta. Now torque is a vector quantity. P is a vector quantity. E is a vector quantity. These three are vector quantity. Product of P and E with sine theta is tau. So this is nothing but tau is equal to P cross E. So whenever there is sine theta in the product of two vectors, then it will be a cross product. So tau is equal to P cross E. So the conclusion is, when an electric dipole is kept in a uniform electric field, so since it is a system of two equal and opposite charges, we cannot separate them. So it will experience a torque. Tau is equal to P cross E. Thank you.